Dear students, we are going to discuss water softening by Joulite process. The Joulite softening process is more effective than the lime soda process as the efficiency of softening is more in case of Joulite process. The Joulite process of water softening is also called a permitted method. It involves the removal of hardness causing metal ions like calcium, magnesium, iron, aluminium, etc. present in the hard water by the available sodium ions of zeolite. This softening process works on the principle of ion exchange, where there is reversible exchange of loosely bonded sodium ions present in the zeolites with the hardness causing metal ions present in the hard water. These zeolites are naturally occurring hydrated crystals of sodium aluminosilicate and generally represented as Na2Z. It has been considered as a good softening material as they are solid, stable, and porous in nature so that water can easily percolate through zeolite crystal. These loosely bonded sodium ions present in the three-dimensional framework of silicates SiO2 are freely available to be replaced by the hardness causing metal ions present in hard water. The efficiency of zeolite softening process is to reduce the hardness of hard water up to 10 to 15 ppm, while in the case of lime soda process, the hardness of hard water is reduced only up to 30 ppm. So, this zeolite softening process is a better process of water softening than the lime soda process. Here the structure of zeolite is shown, where there are micropores present in the zeolite. As a result, this zeolite is porous in nature and water can easily pass through zeolite for better softening of hard water. This zeolite is represented as Na2O, Al2O3, X SiO2, YH2O. X varies from 2 to 10 for silicates, while Y varies from 2 to 6 for H2O, as this is the hydrated crystal. The softening process of zeolite softener can be explained on the basis of this figure. Here, the zeolite is shown having loosely bonded sodium ions. When calcium ion present in the hard water comes in contact with the zeolite, means when water passes through the zeolite, these calcium ion, they replaces the sodium ions and the sodium ion is released from the zeolite while the calcium ion is now attached to the zeolite. So in this process, hard water, when allowed to pass through the zeolite bed of the softener, the hardness causing metal ions, it may be calcium, it may be magnesium, it may be iron, etc. They are replaced by the loosely bonded sodium ions available in the zeolite, and the hardness of the water is removed. The softening of water or removal of hardness causing metal ions will continue till loosely bonded sodium ions are available with the zeolite, as shown in above figure. After running the softener for sufficient period of time, a stage will come when zeolite bed is fully saturated with hardness causing metal ions and there will be no sodium ions in the zeolite for further softening of hard water. So at this stage, the regeneration is required. The reactions taking place during softening of water are as follows. In these reactions, fresh zeolite is represented as Na2Z. When the hard water containing calcium, magnesium, when they passes through the zeolite bed of the softener, the zeolite bed is saturated with the calcium or magnesium hardness causing ions and is represented as CaZ or Mgz. While by softening the water, the soft water contains the sodium salts as sodium bicarbonate, sodium chloride or sodium sulfate. So in above mentioned reactions, Na2Z represents the fresh zeolite, while CaZ and Mgz represents the saturated or exhausted zeolite after softening the hard water. The exhausted zeolite after softening the hard water can be regenerated by spraying the brine solution, the solution of NaCl, through the injector over the zeolite exhausted bed. When this brine solution passes through the zeolite, the available calcium and magnesium ions in the saturated zeolite, they are reversibly replaced by the sodium ions of NaCl brine solution. The exhausted or saturated zeolite can be regenerated again and again, and the available sodium ions will further be used for softening the hard water. The reaction taking place during the regeneration of exhausted zeolite are as follows. Here, CaZ, Mgz representing saturated zeolite. When brine solution NaCl is sprayed over the saturated zeolite, regeneration takes place and we get the regenerated zeolite, again represented as Na2Z, while the washings of the regeneration, they are rich in calcium and magnesium salt as calcium chloride and magnesium chloride, and they are removed by the sink valve of the softener during the regeneration process. This is the figure or diagram of the zeolite softener. We have the inlet for the supply of hard water at the top of the zeolite softener. When this hard water is allowed to pass through the zeolite bed, the softening takes place. The sodium ions are replaced by the hardness causing calcium and magnesium ions of the hard water. When the zeolite bed gets saturated with the hardness causing metal ions, the supply of the hard water is stopped, and through the injector, the brine solution, the NaCl solution, is sprayed over the exhausted zeolite bed. The regeneration of the exhausted zeolite bed takes place, and the calcium and magnesium ions present in the saturated zeolite is replaced by the sodium ions of the brine solution, the NaCl solution, which has been sprayed over the exhausted zeolite. The washings of the regeneration, they are removed through the sink valve, and when the regeneration is completed, we stop the spraying of the brine solution, open the hard water supply. For a few minutes, we allow the water to pass through the sink valve, then close that sink valve, open the softening valve to collect the soft water which is there at the bottom of the softener. So in this way, the zeolite softener is working, and we can regenerate it again and again and continuously get the soft water through the zeolite softener. There are some limitations of the zeolite softening process. The hard water containing turbidity or suspended impurities cannot be processed as they can clog or block the pores of the zeolite and slow down or ultimately stop the softening process. So, this turbidity or suspended impurities of the hard water, they are to be first removed by filtering the hard water before it is processed for softening. The zeolite softening process is suitable for the removal of calcium and magnesium ions, as if water is having iron, aluminium and other higher valent ions, they form non-regenerative zeolites. As a result, the zeolite gets wasted. The soft water obtained by this process contains several dissolved sodium salts, and the soft water is not fit for the boiler's use. Hard water containing mineral acids usually destroys the zeolite, so they are to be first neutralized before its softening. The presence of sodium bicarbonate in the treated soft water, as we have discussed during the softening reactions taking place in the zeolite softener, they causes the problem of priming and foaming when boilers are used. There are advantages of zeolite process. The common advantages are this process is effective and efficient, as the treated water has reduced hardness of the order of 10 to 15 ppm. Water softening rate is fast as compared to lime soda process. Zeolite softeners are very compact and its operational cost is also very low, as zeolites are easily regenerated again and again using NaCl solution. In zeolite process, there is no problem of sludge in treated soft water, as there is no precipitation taking place during the softening process. In zeolite softening process, we come across with some numericals where the hardness of hard water is asked, or the volume of hard water is asked when the water is softened through the zeolite softener. The formula used to calculate the hardness of water by knowing the amount of NaCl solution used to regenerate the zeolite for softening V volume of hard water is as mentioned below. The hardness of water can be calculated in milligram per liter or ppm. For this, here C is the concentration of NaCl brine solution in gram per liter. This is multiplied with the volume of NaCl. When we multiply the concentration with volume, we get the amount of NaCl used to regenerate the zeolite bed. 100 is the molecular weight of calcium carbonate. It is multiplied by 1000 to get the value in milligram. This is divided by 117, which is twice the molecular weight of NaCl, and which is further divided by the volume of hard water V. So in this manner we can calculate the hardness of hard water which is softened by the zeolite softener. This formula is also used by replacing hardness of hard water by volume of hard water, and the same formula is used to calculate the volume of hard water also. Now, some comparison of zeolite and the lime soda softening process. Zeolite process produces water with low hardness of the order of 10 to 15 ppm, while lime soda process produces water with a hardness of 15 to 60 ppm depending upon whether it is hot or cold process. The cost of plant and the zeolite is higher, hence the capital cost is higher. In case of lime soda, capital cost is low. The exhausted zeolite bed can be regenerated with brine solution, that is the solution of NaCl, which is very cheap, hence the operating cost of the zeolite softener is less. In lime soda process, chemicals are required and they are consumed in the process, thus the operating cost is high. Zeolite softener is compact, occupies less space. The size of the softener depends on the hardness of water being treated. While in case of lime soda, the softener occupies more space. The size of the softener depends on the amount of water being softened. In zeolite, we cannot use hot water, acidic water, or water having turbidity or suspended impurities, while in case of lime soda process, it is free from such limitations. So we have discussed all the topics related to the zeolite. Thank you. Thank you very much.